Chester Borrows.
Thank you, Mr Chair, and it's a pleasure to rise and to take a call in respect of the work of the Law and Order Minister Judith Collins, Minister of Corrections and Minister of Police. And it's very interesting to note that no one from the other side decided to jump up and seek a call after this minister had completed her speech, and the reason for that is that because the national government has taken the heat out of the law and order debate, and the reason for that is because those issues that were going on within the police portfolio and within the correction portfolio up until December 2008 have dissipated away, because a government has taken some initiative. It's built on some work that was done under the previous government around, for instance, police numbers. But at the end of the 2008, it was obvious that if the government didn't take some action in South Auckland County's Manukau with respect to where the state of affairs had got around law and order issues and policing in South Auckland, there was going to be some big trouble. And so the national government committed to put 300 of those new staff into South Auckland. What did that do? That put 25 two-manned I-cars on the front line 24 hours a day, and their supervisors and their relievers. And what did that do? That has driven down crime in Counties Manukau, and it has taken, for instance, murders in the following year, after Labour left government, the following year murders went down 57.1%. People in this House, no doubt, as those listening on the radio and television, will recall the early stages of 2008 when we had a horrific number of aggravated robberies and murders in that South Auckland area. People will remember, for instance, the murder of Navstej Singh and a number of others, and the terrible situation that was made there, and how that was put down by the then Prime Minister down to the effect of the mother of all budgets, and by the police spokesman as the position of the sun and the moon. Well, the national government has worked hard in this area and has had some stunning results. As a result of law and order policy implemented as part of the 100 Days program, we saw the completion of the Proceeds of Crime Recovery Act. We've seen $36.5 million of assets seized in the first years of operations in that particular area. The P-busts with a street value of $30.4 million in 2010 and up by a third since over that take seized in 2009. Police safety orders, which was another initiative of this government, 2,773 orders issued to the end of January, and of that nearly 3,000 orders issued, which a number of people said they'll just be breached in any event. Actually, there's only been 186 breaches. This is all good news. Street racing, remember the street racing crime that was just so prevalent under the previous government and caused all sorts of headaches, a reduction of 18% just in that particular area of crime. People in Christchurch noticing that particularly and relieved about that, and the number of confiscation orders issued, 49. It's just shut that down completely. I want to congratulate not only the Minister but those members of the police operating under her administration and direction for the huge successes that they have had. But just recently I visited the Child and Sexual Abuse Centre in Great South Road, and was shown around there by Detective Senior Sergeant Dave Pizzini and run through the work that they do there and the way that the various agencies work together in a very collaborative way to deal with offences, sexual-related offences and child abuse offences. And I was incredibly impressed at the level of professionalism that has come into this area of police investigations, and noticeably for myself and my experience in the time that I've been out of the police. In respect of prison capacity and respect of the prison rehabilitation, I want to commend the Minister for her work in these areas and the reduced level of recidivism that we have seen, the enhanced number of mental health opportunities available to deal with that 65% of prisoners who do have mental health problems, and the drug and alcohol beds that are available for the 83% of people in our prisons who have drug and alcohol issues and dependency issues, the work that we have done in there in 2 years in government in doubling the number of beds that are available for those prisoners. It's great to see levels of confidence in the police completely enhanced, and the attrition rate in the police, which was very high.
The bell is not working and his time has expired. The little
so it was very high under